Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I'm Mr. Randy, and today we're doing another brew review. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know what we do, so let's get it cracked. So today's brew review is going to be of the Miller Lite. Tastes great, less filling. Tastes great, less filling. If you remember that one, you probably drank this. You probably have had this. Miller Lite. Let's see, I had to wipe it down. It's a little sweaty. 24 fluid ounces, so it is a silo. Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas. Serving facts, there you go. 4.2% alcohol by volume. 96 carbs per 12 ounces. 3.2 grams of 3.2 grams of carbs. 96 calories per 12 ounces, as stated. There's your ingredients. Water, barley malt, corn syrup, dextrose, yeast, hops, and hop extract. See, that's where I get it hung up. Corn syrup. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get it cracked and poured and get it on the books, shall we? All right. So I got you in frame. Pay attention to the glass and not the camera. All right. Look at that. That's just freaking mostly head. Perfect. Have a nice glass of foam. There it is. Well, that dissipates down. So they said they use corn syrup. Great. That's why I don't like a lot of these mass-produced brews. Says Says hops. Saz? No, Says. Someone said it says Says. Says hops. Galena hops. And not much else on the hops or in that proprietary yeast, as I understand it. We did the calories, we did the carbs. Great taste, less filling. That was their slogan. American Light Lager, owned by Molson Coors. I'm going to look for some Molsons. I remember that, some Canadian brews. I remember trying a few different Molsons way back in my 20s. I paid $2.67 out the door from my local H-E-B. It's odd that you cannot find some of these domestic brews in a single. At some of these bigger box like Specs and Total Wine and More, it is kind of hard to find them, but you can. I mean, every once in a while. You're most likely to strike gold, if they want to call it gold. You're more likely to be successful at a grocery store or a gas station. I stop in every now and then to see what they got, and occasionally, like that Ice House, you'll find something on the nose. Not as corn syrup as what was that last one? There was another one. I think it was I don't know, I forget what it was, but it had a very pronounced corn scent on the nose. It's a relatively mild nose. Starting to go down, get a little bit of oiliness, barely any kind of color at all. I can see there's barely a light almond, but let's get it on the palate. A true Texas original since 1975. Don't scan that, please. A fine Pilsner. Well, that's all the information I have. Miller Lite. We did the Miller High Life. So this is going to be one of those like ballpark brews, sporting events, big outings, because it could be tanked in, pumped out of a hose, and people line up for cheap beer. Nose is very light. Palate is pretty balanced. I don't have that annoyance of the corn syrup, which is kind of weird. Makes me kind of interested in their complete recipe, like seeing it exact. Why is that doing that on my thing? Anyways, we're not gonna mess with that anymore. So the palate's fine enough. I think it's pretty okay for what it is. Let's score it. Strong 3 out of 5. I think it's a strong 3 out of 5. It's not offensive, but there's nothing really special about this other than it's not offensive. There's nothing that's really like pushing me away, but there's nothing else drawing me in either. Price point, my fair price. I think I'd like to see this more closer than 2, but then again, like I said, you buy it in a multi-pack, you'll get them cheaper. Buy it by the tankard, and hey, you'll have lots of friends. Anywho, yeah, that's going to be about it on that one. So in the comment section, I'd like to know where you're at. What are you currently drinking? What do you think about Miller Lite if you had it? What do you think about the mass-produced brews? And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. It's not offensive.